Welcome back to my shop. Today we have a small project that I decided I would try and film for you on the lathe. I'm filming right now on my GoPro and I can't really see what I'm filming, but hopefully I get most of it on camera. The project today is on this magnetic stand for an indicator watch. It has these kinds of brackets that are press fitted onto these places here, like so, and then there's another one that goes like this, and the indicator watch goes on the end of here. But the problem I have had with this stand ever since I bought it, because it's a cheap stand from China or somewhere, that this press fit is too loose. I can get it on and it stays there, but it's wobbling around a couple of millimeters, and well, when you're indicating with the indicator watch, that's no good at all. So the plan is to just turn this end here away and turn another smaller piece onto this shaft here to accept this with a more exact press fit than the one from factory. And we'll see how that goes. I will try and set up the GoPro somewhere on the lathe. I was hoping to put it here, but I don't think you see anything from there, so I'm going to probably put it either here on the back support, or I don't know, somewhere else. But I'll figure something out and then get back to you. Well, hopefully you can see alright right now. I have set up the GoPro on the tailstock of the lathe. And let's take some measurements. The inside measurement of this bracket here is, right now, approximately 18.15 millimeters. No, I'm sorry, not 18, 8.2 millimeters. So I know this is not the most accurate way to do with calipers, but right now I don't have an inside measurement micrometer. So if the inside measurement of the part is 8.2, then I am going to aim for a first fit of 8.3 millimeters, and I can press it on with the shop press. I know that doing this with a 3-jaw chuck on a large lathe, there can be some concentricity issues on this part right here, because it's in a 3-jaw chuck and everything like that. But to be completely honest, I am not really that worried about concentricity on this part. That is not an issue at all. The important thing is that the fit is good enough. So I'm going to have to move the tailstock back a little bit, because the cross slide was hitting. Hopefully you can see now, and I can move my cross slide in without hitting the tailstock. Well, yeah, first I'm going to just take this old flange part off. This is an ordinary brace carbide tool bit with the tool steel being, I think it's, I can see really, I think it's T10K5 tool steel, which is Soviet tool steel for, well, it's quite good on hard materials, I don't know. It's a bit low, but I will see if it will work. I don't really feel like changing the tools right now. I'm going to first attempt at, let's see, 450. Yeah, I'm going to run at first at 450 revs and see how it works. The problem with small parts like this is that you can have quite high revs on the lathe, but eventually just the surface speed of the part is still relatively low. So, and well, I could move it in actually a bit, so it's not bending that much. I need it that much out. Well, that should be good. And yeah, thin parts also tend to bend a lot while cutting. Now, this end has been faced off. Let's take a measurement. The outside diameter of this part is 12 millimeters and we're aiming for 8.3. I will try and take it down to size with the parting tool, but we'll see if it will start to chatter, then I'll change the tool over to something else. So, we are contacted. I'm turning the hand wheel dials to 0 and let's start to feed it slowly. That's 1 millimeter of the diameter. Another millimeter of the diameter. And half. Let's take a quick measurement. 9.5. It should be down to 8.5 right now. Yes, 8.3 is the measurement right now. Let's see how it goes. Well, it's not going on right now, but we have to remember that this part is right now unpolished and it has been heated up by the cutting. It's, well, not hot but quite warm, so it's going to shrink a bit when it's cooling down. I'm going to take some, I have to see some emery cloth or file or something and file it down and chamfer this edge here a bit so it slides in a bit easier. I grabbed a small piece of fine wet sandpaper because it's the first thing that was lying around. I usually don't really recommend doing this because it's quite dangerous to do things like this, and to be honest it's not quite good for the lathe because some abrasive material is wearing off from the sandpaper and falling onto the ways. So after you do this or something like this, if you care about the health of your lathe, I would recommend to wipe down the ways afterwards, which you should do anyway after every time you work with it. Let's see. It should go on with the press fit right about now, if I would press it. It's 8.3 is the measurement right now, and the inside measurement of this is, well, 8.2 point something. Calipers aren't the most exact thing. I should take my micrometer and measure, but to be honest, this isn't really important. I'm just trying to get a press fit that there are no real need to be so exact with this one. So it should go to press on right now. Take this and this. I'm going to see how I'm going to try and put this together. I think I'm just going to do like this. I'm gonna take the GoPro with me and try to show you. I don't know how good I can do it. Take the brass hammer. I have a press, I could press it, but I think it's a lot easier to just take a brass hammer and put it like this on the anvil and hit it into place. But I'm first going to check which way this part has to go on this shaft. As you can see, here is this part that is good, this one goes here, and this should be like, oops, like this. It should fit together. So this way it goes. I don't know how much you can see, but well, at least I'm trying. I'm going to have to put the GoPro down for a moment so I can hit this, and then I'll show the result. Look at the dog so long. So, as you can see, it's on quite good. There's no slop in the mechanism. There's no mechanism here in the part. I could press it a bit further down to the shoulder, which I might even do, and then maybe face this part here off. I'm actually going to do that because, well, if I'm already doing this, then I might as well go all the way. I'm taking an M12 nut here. I'm going to put this down here and this over here, so when I hit it, it bears on this plate and the shaft can go through. Let's try this again. So it is fully seated on the shaft right now. There is still no slop, what I can feel. I'm going to set you back up here now. Right, so I think you can see. Then, well, there's no slot that I can feel. Before this it was barely on here. Now let's put it back in the lathe, like so. I'm gonna face it off with the parting tool because it's the easiest. Turn the tool post a bit so I get clearance. Well, that was not the smartest thing. I hit it a bit here with the parting tool, but to be honest, I couldn't really care less. To be honest, it's really doesn't matter. But I faced this part here, so the parts are even. Steel's heated well. I'm now going to pull it back like this and going to try and assemble these two pieces together. I remember it was quite finicky when I did it last time. Just going to take this adjustment screw out, like so, done together like that. This, I'll try and open up a bit. Come on now, get on there. I'm going to get a tool to pry it up a bit with. Like so. I'm going to pry it with a large screwdriver a bit, just so I can hopefully get it done. I should do this on the workbench, but and I was hoping that you guys would see something. Well, I'm going to try it like this. So, this spring has been put on here. Now I'm going to put this adjustment screw back into here. I am actually missing a part of this. There's supposed to be a small shaft here that it pivots on, but I don't have it right now, and I'm gonna see if I really need it. I'm going to take a nail or something. Now let's put it back together. Here's the mag indicator stand. Like this. This fits in there like this. And I'm gonna get one indicator and put it on here like this. Put the indicator in the holder. Well, why aren't you fitting in the hole? the simplest things are giving me trouble right now. So, well, it isn't right now the best setup. Well, every time I use I set it up and the way I need it to, but for right now, as you can see, the indicator watch is on. I have a longer reach. I was only earlier able to have the indicator watch on this first arm, so I had really little reach. I could have the other arm on, but then I would have a lot of slop. Well, it's sloppy now, but it's because it's not the most rigid of setup, this system here. But I feel that this project, at least for now, was a success, because the thing I was setting out to do I have done. I have fixed the indicator stand, so I have longer reach with it, and it is working as it's supposed to. And well, now there's nothing else to do than to clean the lathe a bit and then probably go home and try and upload this to YouTube. I would be interested in you guys commenting if you enjoy this format of videos where I do some everyday things on the lathe, for example, or in the workshop, and if you would be interested in either this setup, or I am probably going to the next time get my head strap for the GoPro and use that, so you get more of an first-person view and I don't always have to worry about the camera angle. I know that you're more or less seeing what I'm seeing. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment on suggestions if you like what you see, if you're interested in more, and so on. Well, once again, thank you for watching and see you next time.